Hey Chelsey, how are you?
I'm doing great out here in Arizona. Have you been out here before?
Many times, many times. Well, I'm actually because you're in Phoenix, right?
Yep.
Yeah, our show's on at night in Phoenix on the country station out there, and I've been out there and been to a few concerts, so I love it. It's a little hot, but
Yeah.
I love it.
Just a little toasty. I mean, right now we're actually enjoying spring-like temperatures, so we're going to embrace this before the 118 days start rolling in, of course. How was your event last night? I just wanted to ask you quickly.
It was the first time that I had been out, not shooting American Idol or my show, and those shows are so covered for COVID. But it was the first event that I've done since COVID, and so I went and spoke to a child advocacy group, and I flew down to Georgia, and there was a couple of thousand people there, and it was great. I didn't do meet and greets, which I usually do, but I was able to experience a little bit of normalcy, so that was fantastic.
That's so nice. And I love all the things that you do and following along with your journey. You're such a success story. We're all just blown away by you and how hard you've worked, all the things you've done, and how much you give back, which is amazing. And we love your role as the mentor on American Idol. When this finally became a thing, we were like, yes, about time, Bobby Bones. So, what is in store for Sunday and Monday? Because this is a 2-night event kicking off Hollywood Week. Can you give us a play by play?
Sure. First, I'm excited. It's 2 nights, but the best part about it is Hollywood Week is where, these contestants, they either show up and they thrive or they crumble. This is the major leagues. They just got the call now. They've been through the judges, they got their ticket, but now it's a big stage. And heck, for me, it was the first time to go out and actually work with them in a year, because last year was pandemic American Idol. And so, for these contestants to hop on a big stage, and it's not a full theater yet, but there's 100 people and there are other contestants they're against. There are big lights shining down. There's now a full band behind them at times. You see them get wide-eyed and go, oh boy, can I handle this? And some of them can. And there's also parts of Hollywood Week where they're staying up all night rehearsing. They're in a hotel. They're doing all these things they've never done as an artist. So you really start to learn who's in this for the long term. And for me, it is the best because for me as a mentor, I see who's really digging in and they want to make a career out of this.
Oh, absolutely. And so Sunday night's going to be genre night, and then I think Monday is going to be duets. So it's going to be interesting to see how people work together throughout the process too, because that's where we start to see collisions or people's voices start going out and it becomes a whole thing. So you're really good at mentoring and coaching people. Do you have a mentor? Like who made that or impacted you to put you in this position?
I think a mentor for me would be someone that I was around when I was a kid that gave me some sort of consistency. I have a pretty rough background where I didn't have a dad and my mom was in and out. So I kind of had to find some sort of consistency somewhere. But like our youth pastor at church was someone who was there for me constantly. And I never had consistency, even living in the same place. So my mentor would have been a life mentor, like my youth pastor or even my football coach in high school, because I just trusted they would be there. And, I want to provide that to these kids on American Idol too. Like, I want them to know if it's 11 a.m. on a Thursday and I may not be in California, I may be back in Nashville, but they can hit me up and say, hey, I've got a question. What do you think about this? So I've been mentored, hopefully, to be a good mentor. But I wouldn't be here today without the help of others for sure.
Yeah, amen to that. And it seems like you have such a great core. Also, by the way, so happy for you and your fiance. You guys are the cutest couple ever. So excited for when you guys get married. You were kind of talking about your rough childhood growing up, and a lot of the people who come into this share their gut-wrenching life stories. What is that like for you? Is it, because I know you have so much empathy, but what is that like for you?
For me, it's empathy, not sympathy. I think you hit the nail on the head. And I think that's why I'm doing this show, because they could have brought in anyone to work on technical things. Like, sure, I can help them with song choice or maybe a different key to sing the song in, but they could have picked better people than me to do that. But because of where I come from and where a lot of these kids and young adults are coming from, like, I understand their situation, not only their home life, but how new it is to come to something like Los Angeles. Until work sent me to Los Angeles, I'd never seen it before. And I went in like, wow, I can't believe this is real. So I think it's understanding. I think that is the most important attribute that I have that I add to the show is like, sure, I can help them with technical stuff. I can help them be interviewed, but I can also understand where they're coming from and hopefully point them a bit more in the right direction so they can achieve what they want to.
Yeah, and they're also grateful for you. Even I've talked with Wade Coda and lots of other people. Jordan Sparks didn't get to work with you out here, but I have no doubt that she loved you as well. He kind of joked about how he felt that connection, not only with people who were helping him, but directly from Katy Perry's dad even. Like he joked that he gave him a business card that basically felt like it was a sheet of gold. But you guys really build this family, and I know that you're still getting to have kind of a similar experience. Are you just having the time of your life with Luke, Lionel, and Katy, even though you have to still be distanced?
Well, yes, but I mean, Luke and I are together all the time. We're not that distant. I'll be honest with you. We're pretty close, but you have your circle of people you trust. We're in each other's circle. So I don't know that Luke and I are that distance anymore, but we are very close on that show. You spend a lot of time together, and just from being together, you form relationships. Heck, even Ryan and I are close. So, for me, it's been a fantastic experience. And I hope it comes through on screen that these judges all love each other, because they do. And it's taken 4 seasons to get to this point, but man, they are best of friends.
Yeah, well, it absolutely comes across. We're thankful to have you. I used to cheer in the NFL and did a routine to a Luke Bryan song at our wedding as a surprise to my husband. So I'm like all for it. I'm all for the fun. So thank you so much for everything. Good luck. We're excited to watch the rest of the season.
Thank you. I am too. 2-night event I'm super excited about. And thank you for letting me come on and talk about American Idol.
Absolutely. Sending you some Arizona sunshine. Goodbye, thunderstorms.
Thank you. Bye-bye.